I just had a look at the bottom of the deck, and we have the Ace of Cups. I don't usually look at the bottom because that is the underlying energy. But think about it. If we deal with it this way, and I remember one of the lives I don't remember, it might have been Capricorn. I took the card off the bottom and I said, oh, the Ace of Cups there. And someone said, what does it mean? What is the Ace of Cups there? If we look at this, and this is struggle, an internal struggle, or arguing with other people, or, conflict. The Five of Wands is conflict. It's uneasy. The fives are the agents of chaos. It feels intense when it's happening. And it's because change is required. It kind of helps us transition into something new. That's why we don't grow. We won't change if we're comfortable. That's why the biggest control freaks are always trying to get this life where everything's comfortable, everything's in its place, so that they don't have to feel this feeling, because no one likes this. But there's a purpose. There's a reason for everything. Now, is the internal struggle about a new beginning? Emotional beginning, right? Cups are about our emotions. This is emotional growth, spiritual growth. What's in your cup? Now, I said this to Sagittarius as well. I'm going to say it to you. A lot of people are changing at a very deep level. They believe new things. They want different things. They have new dreams now. And that's kind of what's coming in. And it feels intense when that happens. And it also feels like, I don't know, what it kind of feels like. I've always dreamt that, though. I've kind of studied this for 8 years to be this, I don't know, a lawyer or something. And I don't even want to do that anymore. I want to go be something else. I have a new truth, right? I'm getting ahead of myself. Let's go through your reading. But that's what your reading's saying. There's a new dream here. And sometimes the biggest problem with that is, first of all, ourselves, reconciling within ourselves that I want something new. I don't want what I wanted before. Five of Wands can also be competition. So competition in the workplace, competing for someone's affection, especially with that Ace of Cups there. Or just worrying about what other people think. And, sometimes it doesn't have to be people that are our enemies or anything. It's not the Five of Swords, which is a little bit more ruthless and selfish energy. Five of Wands can be well-meaning people. This can be unsolicited advice. There can be people saying, Capricorn, you shouldn't do that. You shouldn't, whatever. Because they're trying to keep you safe, but you're not in any danger. And this is where we have to sometimes step up and say, hey, back up. I'm good. I know what I'm doing. This is to do with my own passion, my own creativity. And it's a struggle. The Five of Wands is a struggle, but sometimes it's a struggle worth going for. I always see this as it's a challenging time, but it's the challenge aspect of it. We can enjoy the challenge of it. It's not nefarious. It's not evil. There's nothing. It's not the Five of Swords, basically, is what I'm trying to say. But it is a struggle, whether it's internal or with other people. I say this a lot of the times is when we're in relationships with people, a boss, family members, our partner. We all learn a dance. So, you guys are used to me being a certain way on here. If I decide to change things up, I've just changed the dance moves. So you might have watched me for 2 years and said, why the hell is she doing that? And it throws you. What happens if you have always done the same dance with someone and they come in and change all the moves? You're going to bump into each other. You're going to step on each other's toes. And trust me on this, whenever I've made some massive life changes, or I want to do things a different way, people don't like it because they're used to you being the old way. So I'm getting that coming in for you this week. Why? Because we have the Ace of Swords here. It's a victory card. A lot of people forget that about the Ace of Swords. It is a victory card. And the card after the Five of Wands, the victory card, is the Six of Wands, right? We go from the Five of Wands, that struggle, to recognition for the work that we've put in, for what we've done, for the struggle that we've been through. But it's not a wand that you're missing. It's not more action that's missing. It's a new truth that's missing with the Ace of Swords coming in. So victory through clarity and the truth. This is a new way of, a difference in your perspective, a new way of thinking. And have a look how many swords we have here. Swords, swords, swords. So I do think there's a new philosophy that's being born here. Something different. New way of communicating, speaking your truth. Something that you want to get out there. Ideas that you have about something. It's at the root of everything. It's right here, it's the heart of the reading. Everything revolves around this new truth. Now it might be, it's a general reading, so it can go both ways, right? That, somebody else kind of slaps you with this truth. But I'm not really getting that. I would have wanted the Page or the Knight of Swords for that. I'm getting here, you have a new truth, and it's about you going forward with your sword of truth now. Now think about that sword of truth. When that sword of truth comes out, there's things that when it comes down, it cuts out a whole load of stuff. So to follow your new truth, you have to leave behind some things that are no longer true for you. And that is especially true for you when we look at the Queen of Coins or the Queen of Pentacles coming up as a past energy. That's you. Look at what you're leaving behind. You're leaving behind an old version of you, Capricorn. Now get it. The South Node's moved into your sign, and trust me, as an Aquarius sun, I know what a kick in the nuts that South Node energy is. But I don't see things as good or bad. They just are. They can feel uncomfortable or they can feel comfortable. And we have this kind of coming in. But every time something hits us like that, whether it's the most amazing thing in the world, whether it's the most difficult thing in the world, it's going to change who we are at a core level. And that's what's coming through this week for you. You've been the Queen of Coins, the Queen of Pentacles for a very long time. Very long time. Now, I know it's earth energy. It doesn't always have to, it doesn't. I'd say the signs don't own the cards. They lend their characteristics. So what characteristic of the Queen of Coins or the Queen of Pentacles are we looking at here? The fact that she's reliable, the fact that she's dependable, the fact that she takes care of people that, that she cares about, that she loves. She's very much about that. Takes care of the family, and she makes it look easy. She puts in a lot of hard work. I always think she never gets the credit for it because she makes it look so easy. She has a cute outfit. She always looks immaculate. She's got her job. Her family looks great. And this is whether you have those things or not, but I'm trying to explain her energy. Whether you're masculine, feminine, we all have the divine masculine and feminine within us. But she is that kind of nurturing, caring. I'm going to take care of everyone. I'm going to provide physical security, stability for the people I love and for myself. She's very reliable, and she usually doesn't need anyone else. If she sees the value in something, she will make it work. She will make it work. And that's your foundation. You have that at your core. That's who you are. But there is a new layer coming in. There is a new truth coming in. Of course, what happens with that? We have the Queen of Swords here. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Again, remember, they don't own the card. They lend their characteristics. What does that mean? It means she's logical. It means she has her own truth. She's authentic. She's great at communicating. Think about when we look at and we have two queens here. When we look at their energies, we look at what are they good at? What is it that they rule or govern? Hers is the beautiful home, the furnishings, the making sure people are cared for, that kind of energy. But the Queen of Swords is more in the truth is the truth is the truth. This is my truth. What's your truth? She's going to get on and go do the work. She's going to communicate. Now, she's gone through a lot of crap. That's the whole thing with the Queen of Swords. She is the queen of, they call her the divorce queen, the heartbreak queen, the widow queen, because she's gone through so much. But she's turned all of that, those difficult experiences, which other people might look at her and think, I don't want to do that. I wouldn't want to go through that. But she's turned it all into knowledge. Everything that you've gone through, all the work that you've put into relationships, work, whatever, jobs, whatever it is with that Queen of Coins coming up, because that's her thing. She rolls up her sleeves and gets stuck in and let's get this done. It's given you knowledge now. It's given you a new perspective. It's given you a new voice, and it's about being heard. I feel like this week is the week to have your voice be heard. Ace of Swords, right? I think you have some very different things to say, and you might shock a few people. Maybe that's this energy, very much so as the underlying energy of the week. But it gives you a competitive edge. If this is for work, or if this is, whatever you've not had success in, I want to put it that way. I don't know why it's coming through like that, but whatever you've not had success in, so your love life, or, your job, or your home, or your family, you're not getting on with people, you've been trying to get that business off the ground, that hobby, that shifts, but it shifts because you shift. You shift from this, what's practical here, to, hang on a second, what do I want? Who am I? Let me speak my truth. Let me get the answers that I want. Very clear cut. She can be seen as very stern sometimes, and she has a bit of a sharp tongue on her, but she won't lie. The truth is the truth is the truth, but she'll accept your truth as well as her own, as long as you bring the truth to her. And there's a lot of this truth and communication coming in. Now, once you do this, once you step into this Queen of Swords energy or deal with someone like that. Now, I always think it's always your energy, because when someone comes in and they're speaking their truth to you, you have a new perspective out of that. So this could be some information that comes in from someone else. Yes. It kind of gets you on your way. Have a look. We have the Six of Swords coming up as a future energy. So what flows from this? Speaking your truth, knowing who you are, stepping into your authenticity. What happens? You move away from that difficult situation. You move away from this struggle. You have a direction now. I know where I'm going. I know where I'm going to move on to. This is the journey card. This is moving closer to what it is that you want. And literally, have a look here. Speak your truth, know your truth, authentically be yourself without any fear, even if you have to tell other people, this is who I am. Put them in their place, right? Look what happens. You then move, and where does that move to? The Ten of Cups, which is the happily ever after card. A new dream, something that your heart's true contentment, that's the Ten of Cups. So it's very important, and it all comes from this energy here, the present and this. Speaking your truth. Speak your truth, Capricorn. And you know what? I get it a lot, and I feel like I'm always telling Capricorn to speak their truth. And you guys do. I mean, I don't have people in my life who are very closed off and won't speak their truth and can't handle a difficult conversation. I happen to have a lot of Capricorns in my life, and I know you guys can be very straight talkers. So I'm not saying that you're not at all. I'm not implying that whatsoever. But it's about speaking your new truth. And the first thing you must have, the Ace of Swords, that's your sword, right? At the Ace, where it was at looking at what we have. So for some of you, it's acknowledging your own truth. You don't even have to tell anyone else this. It's knowing in yourself, well, this is where I'm coming from now. I'm not going to do this. This is working. Think about it. Working smarter, not harder. It's that kind of energy coming in. And it helps you to move on to something different, something better. Your advice is the Ten of Cups. What's the end game? What is the end game, Capricorn? That's what the Ten of Cups is asking you. Why are we doing this? When we have a clear goal, a dream in sight, something that we want to achieve, this is going to make me happy. Now, that changes all the time. Trust me on this. I've done it enough times. You get to the Ten of Cups. You get to what you've worked so hard for. You get that dream, the relationship, the job, whatever. And human beings will come up with something new. We'll enjoy it for a month, 2 months, 6 months even. And it's like, what's next? What do we do next? But what is your dream now? What are you working towards now? When we have a great Ten of Cups in mind, the idea of what we're going for, that's what motivates us. That's what gets us out of bed in the morning. That's what allows us to go have those conversations, to go face the things that we thought we wouldn't have to face. I mean, look at all of these cards. I mean, apart from this, so ignore that for a moment. Look at, these are beautiful energies of moving on, becoming someone new, speaking your truth, having a new perspective, new beliefs, new ideas. I can go for it. I can have that. Some of you might be literal travel, closing the distance between yourself and what you love or who you love. But this is the key thing here. And I feel like this truth, it's to counter whatever this struggle is, whether it's with other people or yourself. You cannot make this shit up. Be authentic to who you are. You are asked to be real and true pertaining to who you are and how you feel. That's why she's there. That's you guys. It's time to come forward. It's time to, I don't know why. I don't know who this is for. It might be, I almost got the sense of like people fighting over you, and I don't get that. Usually when the underlying energy is the energy of the person or the people in this case that I'm reading for. But it's almost as if, there's a fight going on over you that, no, we want her. No, we want her. Or that's my boyfriend. No, that's my boyfriend. That kind of energy. And it's almost like, cut the crap. This is what I want. This is my truth. Queen of Swords comes in. And it's that kind of energy. Kind of laying this, even if it's not you. I kind of get the sense for some of you, this is going on around you. And it's time for you to come out and just say, look, this is who I am. This is what I want. Very much stepping into your own truth this week. And I love that energy. I love it. The hardest part of being authentic is every single person out there has a different image of us. I mean, every single person who's going to watch this video, they have an idea of who I am. And every one of you is correct. If you think I'm crap, I'm crap. If you think I'm great, I'm great. But for you, it's not a statement on who I am. I know who I am. That's the authentic me. But your opinion of me, it says it's your opinion. It tells me about who you are. It doesn't tell me anything about me because I know who I am, right? And that's what it is. So that's the hardest part of being authentic and speaking your truth, is every single person out there is going to have an opinion on that. But that's their opinion. That's a statement on them. It's not a statement on you. Only you know